Imagine, if you will, if the greatest factor for determining your victory in warfare was how many elephants you had. Well, congratulations, you might be Thai. Over the course of history, there are a few things that are perhaps as regal, terrifying, and simultaneously as sad as the concept of war elephants. But the Thai, and in general, a lot of peoples of Southeast Asia, did them very beautifully. If also at the same time the entire concept was horrifying. You see, over the course of the history of Southeast Asia, there have been many different kingdoms. But when talking about warfare, there wasn't necessarily as much of a technological difference between all these different powers, which meant that when they fought, you pretty much had two ways to determine a battle. One, who had greater numbers, and two, who had better leadership. And so that is why the number of elephants that you had was extremely important, because despite making up less than 1% of the average army, what would end up happening is that elephants were the opening charge of battle, the things that would be able to go in, break the line of your enemy, and then from there, hopefully cause the majority of them to retreat, because the vast majority of the armies were composed of levied peasants. Like, yes, in each army, you were going to have a small elite corps of, like, the palace guard. You were going to have the cavalry. You were going to have the elite force. But the overwhelming majority of men were levied peasants that were normal farmers, and they didn't want to actually fight, but they were forced into battle, and now they have an elephant charging at them. But anyway, if you want to see some Thai history up close, you should join me on my trip to Thailand this January. There is currently only one early bird discount spot left that is available, so you should join me, my friends.